Thank you for stopping by. Here is Nina Official Forex TV, and this channel is dedicated to beginners to forex trading, people who are just starting in the forex market. So I urge you to please, before you continue listening to this video, if you are a beginner or even if you're not a beginner, I urge you to kindly subscribe to this channel now because it's going to be of a huge relevance to you as you see more of my content on your feed. So without wasting much of our time, because I don't want this video to be too long, but then I urge you to please listen and pay attention to the end. This is a very crucial topic. A lot ignore it, but I bet you that those who are aware of this particular thing I'm going to be discussing here, they hardly get delayed in the market because they understand the concept of it. So I urge you to pay attention, listen carefully, and also don't forget to like, comment, and also share so that others can find this on their feed. Before I get started, why am I doing this? First off, I've had 90% reasons to do this here. Why? I was once a beginner and I was able to craft out my edge, became profitable in the market in the space of 11 months. Now, this sounds so amazing to people. In fact, some people hardly believe it. Some people doubt it because they feel, this kind of conception. People have to stay long in the market before they make it. That's a lot of people conception. But I'm telling you that that is a very, very wrong ideology. Why? Because the most reason why people stay long in the market before making it is nothing but doing things the wrong way, lack of proper information in time. That is the cause of most people delay. I bet you if you have the right guide in time, if you have the right information in time, you don't have any reason getting delayed. You don't have any reason staying for 10 years, 7 years before making your first $1,000 in the forex market. So I was opportune and privileged to experience a lot, make the mistake fast, have the right information in time, and I also put in the right work in time. So I'm able to document a lot of things. And when I've looked back at my journal, I said to myself, wow, you actually did well and you were able to make up something very fast. Why not help beginners out there? Because obviously, the beginning stage of any career is the most difficult because this time you will be battling with, you know, you'll be battling with ability to decide to go ahead or decide to exit. Because one, you are going to face a lot of challenges. And if care is not taken, you can easily back off. And that's why you see a lot of people call trading scam. So I don't want you to be such person. As long as you are watching this video, I want you to see it as a huge opportunity to bypass something. Because I believe in something about learning. It is either you learn by experience or you learn from people who have experienced it. Now, these two scenarios are not of the same gravity. Someone who learned from experience would probably have taken a lot of time. Let me use 1 year case study. Someone kept learning out of experience for 1 good year before he finally saw results. Now, person B wants to come and learn from person A because he has already experienced the same thing in the same process. Now, person B is going to probably learn for like just 2 to 3 months. Why? Because someone is already dishing it out to him. So there is no need of waiting. That waiting period is already cancelled. That delay period of trial and error, try to see what will work, is already eliminated. So now you are probably learning straightforward from someone who is now experienced. So that is the difference, and that is one of the privilege you are getting on this channel. You are learning from me because I have bypassed the stage, and I am trying to hold you by hand to give you the basic guide so that you don't get delayed. You don't stay too long in the market before you see the right things to do. So now I'm telling you for free that hearing and allowing someone who has experienced it to guide you is one of the greatest opportunity you can have. And I'm telling you now to hold this at a high esteem. Now, the first thing we're going to be talking about here is basically on psychology because it is the primary aspect of this career. If you mix it in the psychology aspect, you have missed it all. Trading is all about psychology. It doesn't matter if you know everything on chat. If you miss it on psychology, you have missed it all. So I urge you to pay attention to this. Now, as a beginner, there are 5 important things you should know in forex trading. As a beginner to forex trading, there are 5 important things you should know. And how did I gather this? I gather it out of my own personal experience, which I have known that it worked. And I just want to tell you for free that you need to be conscious of these 5 things I want to talk about. If you are not careful of them, they can ruin you overnight. They can stop your career on the long run. So now let's go ahead. The number one thing we have here is take your mind off becoming a millionaire overnight. Take your mind off becoming a millionaire overnight. Now, this is the fastest way to get tired and frustrated as you only keep hoping to get the bag in your head, forgetting all the needful, including consistent practice, learning, and patience. Now, most people who are traders or most people who come into trading, they do so because they saw their friends are traders and they are making money. Maybe they saw other people on social media pressure to make money. And then they just come in with that mindset of, hey, if I start today, I can make money. Please, I wanted to erase that mindset because it will ruin you. Forget about any aspect. Focus on learning first. Just take your mind off making that money overnight. It will not work. So as a beginner, don't set your mind on that money aspect when you are starting. It is very, very dangerous. Then number two is focus on understanding the market first. How do I mean? Forex market is a place where all you can see is only charts, representations. And at first it will look tedious, but that's where the major work comes from. I urge you to spend time practicing what you learn on the charts. That's what we call backtest. You will have plenty reasons to be tired, but keep doing it time to time. That's where the learning comes from. Because you can't earn without understanding what you are doing. And that's forex market for you. You have to understand the basis, the reason why the forex market is there. You have to understand it first before you go ahead to start thinking of how to make money from it. So that's basically what this number two is addressing. Focus on understanding first. Don't rush. If you rush, you go get tired. So I urge you to focus on learning first. Understand the market. So you will have a good basis to be profitable in the market. Now, number three, pick just one strategy after a good period of backtesting. Now, forex trading is full with so many strategies, enough to confuse you as a beginner. The essence of consistent priorities on the chart is to help you check out what worked and what didn't work using the previous market data. At the period you think you have practiced enough and saw results from your exercise, pick the best strategy and pin it to your desk. So that's your edge all the way. And now you can begin to execute processes, can begin to try to make money small, small in the market. So as a beginner, don't try to be trading everything. I tried to do that. And trust me, I stayed for weeks trying to do everything because I feel so excited. But I'll tell you for free, hmm, it is the disadvantage is much more than the advantage. In fact, it will take you nowhere because it's just like you are starting up as on something. You need to study that thing very well to have a good understanding. Now, if we are not studying small, small, you want to study everything at the same time, you will probably get confused. That's just the truth. So, what the essence of this is less is more. Pick just one strategy and focus until you become good. And then, probably, as time goes on, you can try to look into one or two other strategies to join what you have. Now, number four is start small. Now, at the time you start to execute trades with your real money, I advise that you do not fund your trading account with your entire account balance. Start small. Start small. At least $10 to $20. Work. You can work with it to train your psychology and get better with how to handle funds. The idea of sticking to small size at first is to help you establish a concrete funds management and psychological coordination. Even if you have a big capital, I always advise do not start with huge amounts. Even with a big demo sized account, fix your mind on just using a smaller percentage of the entire demo size. Ability to work with something small. We train you to have the ability to work with the bigger version of anything. So always start small so you can be able to document easily your experiences. You can have realistic journal. You can have realistic tests. That's the aim of starting small. Don't go and put your entire life savings into trading as a beginner. It will ruin you and you will not learn anything. Now, the last one is stay away from pressure. This one is important too. Because as you grow day after day, you will come across a lot that will put your psychology to test. Not limited to quest to start seeking for investors. Most of you will now start thinking you have seen it. Now you want to be looking for investors. High emotions after seeing fat profit screenshots on social media. Like on social media now, you start seeing screenshots, be like, God, when you get pressured. And then on trading channels, you see people's lifestyle, luxury lifestyle from senior traders, etc. Please try as much as possible to lock your mind off this pressure. You get why? And always remember, every trader started different period, and each is unique with his or her growth. So please don't go and fall for pressure out of unconscious comparison. You may not last long in the process. You may not last long in the process. I'm talking to you out of experience. Pressure is very bad on you as a beginner. It will help you to lose focus. That's the easiest way to lose focus because you won't even follow your own plan again. You are now looking at others' time to dictate to what you do. And that's the easiest way to disorganize you. So these are the 5 major things I want you to be careful of as a beginner to forex trading. If you are able to put all these under your armpits and control them, I bet you You will move so fast and people will ask you, how did you do it? You will really move so fast. If you have stayed up to this point, you have really tried. Thank you. And I believe you're going to work with these points I've advised. It will really make a whole lot of difference to you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. And also, take note of more content that will be coming up on this channel. Thank you and bye for now.